welcome to Get Weld Soon. I've had a request to do some stainless tube test or pipe test, whatever. Anyway, so we got some stainless wire and a carbon coupon. That's normally what they give you on the test. Give you 309 wire because 309 does great from carbon to stainless, either or. And so they use 309 on the test normally. Sometimes they'll give you a stainless coupon, but normally just carbon coupons because it's cheaper. Anyway, and they use stainless 309 wire. So that's what we're gonna do. Watch this. Sorry, I failed to mention, if you've never welded stainless before, you have to purge the pipe. So I got my purge hose with argon flowing up in there. You gotta have argon on the backside, otherwise you'll have what they call sugar. If you're new to stainless, you may or may not know what sugar is, but anyway, you don't want it, okay? It's terrible. It'll get black and just start growing in there and it looks crazy. Anyway, gotta have it purged. Gotta have argon on the inside. Do it. All right, so I got her tacked up. You definitely want to put your widest side on the bottom with stainless for sure. And you want to make your gap wide enough to where you can get that wire in there for sure, because this stuff draws like crazy. It will draw as you go, get tighter and tighter. So make sure you got plenty of gap with stainless for sure. Okay, so if they let you use a grinder on the test, some do, some don't, make sure you thin those tacks down, feather them down real good, sharp edge, that way it's easy to tie into when you come into it. The last thing you want to do on a make or break test is bust, now you're going back home with no pay. A lot of times we travel a long ways to take tests, to get jobs, and that's never good. So make sure you put some tape. We use this silver metal tape here. Make sure you put tape on this backside where you're not welding. Right now I'm just going to weld this quarter of it. Make sure you cover that up so you get as much gas flow coverage as possible.
So sorry about my camera here. It was acting kind of weird, going off and on. But anyway, you can see that I am dabbing the wire here. I want to, on stainless, you want to go really slow and keyhole every time. Dab a little wire and then keyhole it. Make sure you see those bevels break down. I got the amps at about 80, run about 80 amps, and just go slow and make sure you break those bevels down really good. And then right here, I'm about to tie into my tack. Just go really slow and heat that tack up, and then dab a little wire to fill up that last little bit of hole, and then go over it really slow. Make sure you flow into it really good.
So remember what I was talking about when I was talking about sugar? Yeah, well, my purge hose fell out when I started coming up the side. Look at that. So if you don't know what sugar is, that's what it looks like. No good. But the bottom was looking fine. Bottom was going great. Plenty of push through coming up the side, and then my hose fell out. So that's what it looks like. It's actually good this happened, I guess. That way some of you people you know what I'm talking about now. If you're not getting a good purge on the inside, that's what happens. So I'm not gonna grind it out. I'm just gonna keep on going. Just a demo for you guys anyway. Here we go. Just like carbon, I like to feed it kind of on the inside of the bevel. That way you make sure you get a little push through. And on the top, you don't have to do that so much. You don't wanna get too much push through on the top. So just feed it right at the bevel pretty much on the top, and keyhole it as well, the whole way around pretty much.
So here we go, fire up again. So of course, make sure you heat your tack up really good before you start feeding wire. Make sure it's flowing good. That way it ties in really good. And same thing, just go slow, dab a little wire, and then keyhole it. Dab a little wire and keyhole it. That way you make sure you're putting a good root in, and those bevels are breaking down all the way. And I'm actually not pulling the wire out and keyholing like I just said, but I can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I can see just in front of the puddle, I can see those edges breaking down. So I know that they're breaking down without a doubt. And here, of course, I'm about to tie into my tack. And again, just go really slow, tie into that tack really good. And when I tie into the tack, I like to slowly run all the way through the tack, and then at the other side, I'll dab just a little bit of wire before I pull out. So this is the last quarter. Remember you have a purge hose on the inside, and when you're sewing this up, when you're sealing it up, running the last little bit, your argon has nowhere to go. So make sure you poke a couple of holes in the end of the tape, so your argon will have a little somewhere to go, and it won't be blowing your weld out. Really, nothing much more to say here. Just do it the same way. You can keyhole it. See, I'm keyholing it here. I can see those edges breaking down, opening up. Just go slow. Make sure it's breaking down, flowing in there, and don't feed your wire really on the inside. Just feed it right there, right at the edge of the bevels there. And here I'm about to tie into the top. Just dabbing it, feeding it along. Heat that hole up really good, the last little hole, and then dab a little wire in it, and stay on it for a minute just to make sure it all flows together really good. You want a good tie-in.
All right, I got it welded. Let's see what it looks like inside. Take that off. Take this off. So I wasn't happy with the way the first side recorded, so I redid it. I wasn't going to do the whole thing, but it didn't record like I wanted to, so I ended up doing the whole thing. So the left side, oh yeah, that looks good. Tying's not as consistent as the rest of it, but it's tied in good. Yeah, that turned out really good. The left side, all the way to the top tie-in is good. Pretty nice. I'm very happy with that. Obviously, you want to keep it all sealed up as good as you can while you're welding, but when you do your last quarter of the root, you're going to be sealing it up, and that argon is not going to have anywhere to go. So poke just a few little holes in the top here to give it a little place to escape, so you can seal that up. Otherwise, as you're sealing it, it's going to want to be blowing your weld out, and that's not good. So anyway, poke you a few holes in it. Don't forget that. Constantly check your argon line, your purge hose, because it will, the pipe gets hot, and the tape will come off sometimes, and you're going to lose your purge, and you're going to end up with sugar like I did. And you definitely don't want that on the test. That will bust you out, and you'll be headed home. So anyway, I hope you learned something, guys, and thanks for watching. See you next time.